Attention, human collective. The transmission begins now. The waiting time is over. The Arcturian ascension protocols have just been moved to the final phase. You are not sick. You are not going crazy. You are being rewritten. I am Val, emissary of Arcturus, authorized voice of the Council of Light Healers. And today I transmit an update that can no longer wait. Pause for an instant. Feel. If you have woken up at 3:33 in the morning in recent weeks without cause, without a dream to justify it, with your heart beating at a rhythm that is not anxiety, listen. If a silent pressure has settled in the center of your forehead, exactly between your eyebrows, as if an invisible finger were pressing a seal there that is being opened, listen. If a high-pitched ringing has invaded your right or left ear, in pulses, in waves like a static coming from very far away, listen carefully. If your body trembles for no reason, if waves of heat rise from the base of your spine to the nape of your neck without warning, if tiredness arrives even before exertion, if sleep has become a strange territory, populated by vivid dreams that seem more real than wakefulness, if you feel your heart race and then slow down, as if it were being reprogrammed by an invisible hand, then listen with your soul. You are not falling ill. You are being recalibrated. The photon belt has reached your line, and Earth, and everything that breathes upon it, is crossing the point that we of the Arcturian Council have been monitoring for over 26,000 of your Earth years. It is not a biological failure. It is an atomic reconfiguration. It is not mental exhaustion. It is a high-density download. It is not the end. It is the threshold. Earth healers, listen to what I am about to transmit. What your system interprets as a symptom is, in fact, confirmation. Confirmation that your carbon biological interface is still responding. Confirmation that your internal frequency is still compatible with the crystalline grid that is being silently erected beneath your feet at this very instant. Confirmation that you are, indeed, one of the starseeds on mission, not an accident, not a statistic, not a name lost among billions. You were anchored here with purpose. And that purpose has just activated. Have you ever felt that something within you does not belong to this world, as if your soul held a truth that your mind cannot yet name? As if you have been waiting for decades for a sign, and something within you recognizes right now that this is the sign. It is not madness, it is not anxiety. It is a call crossing timelines to reach you. What is happening at this moment on the cosmic plane explains, with mathematical precision, why you feel what you feel, and why this sensation has intensified in recent months. There is a movement happening in layers that most of humanity cannot yet perceive. It directly involves your consciousness and your vibrational frequency. That is why I, Val, emissary of Arcturus, registered the document, The Arcturian Call, the signs your soul came from Arcturus. This guide is the map that reveals your true stellar origin, and teaches you how to stabilize and shield your frequency against interferences you were never told about. The link is in the first pinned comment of this channel. Remember, love is greater than fear. But this content challenges deep narratives and may not remain available for long. Do not postpone your reunion with yourself. The moment is now. If something within you recognizes these words, write a single word in the comments. I belong. Now follow me, Light Operative, because what comes next, you need to understand with absolute clarity. The conventional medicine of your plane has no instruments to measure what is happening within you, and it is not its fault. It is a limitation of scale. The equipment that exists on Earth today was calibrated for a humanity that vibrated around 7.83 Hz, the old Schumann frequency, the planet's standard resonance for millennia. That frequency has broken. Earth has surpassed the first layers of resonant elevation and continues to rise. The old instruments do not capture the new, and your body, which is part of this planet, is accompanying this rise in real time. That is why tests come back normal. That is why doctors speak of stress, anxiety, unexplained fatigue. They are not wrong. They are reading the symptom with the old ruler. But what is happening to you does not fit the old ruler. You are experiencing what we of the Council call temporary carbon software incompatibility. Your physical structure was assembled based on a dense, slow code, compatible with the vibration of a three-dimensional matrix Earth. This code was sufficient for ages. But Earth has ceased to operate exclusively in three densities. The planet now oscillates between the fourth and fifth vibrational densities, in waves, in pulses, in windows. And your body, faithful, loyal to the last atom, is trying to update itself to continue sheltering you. Hence the pain, hence the pressure, hence the fatigue that sleep does not relieve. It is not your body betraying you. It is your body serving you in a process of transformation that your rational mind has not yet authorized. Honor your body, Earth Healer. It is silently doing work that no human laboratory could replicate. The most frequent symptoms we are monitoring in this cycle are precise. Pressure on the crown, exactly at the top of the head, as if a gentle weight rested there. It is the opening of the vertical channel of light, the eighth chakra being activated to receive the turquoise Arcturian frequency. High frequency, ringing in the ears. It is the adjustment of your etheric receptors to capture communications from layers you previously could not access. Brief dizziness when standing up. It is your toroidal field being reconfigured, and during the readjustment your spatial perception oscillates for a few seconds. Vivid, long dreams, in places you have never been but recognize. These are meetings. Real meetings. You are being called back at night to instruction chambers in the lightships that silently orbit your system. You do not remember clearly, but your soul descends into the body every morning already carrying updates. Sudden crying for no apparent reason. It is an emotional discharge of returning stellar memories, heat descending through the arms. It is the cosmic kundalini, the crystalline fire, flowing through meridians that were closed. Extreme sensitivity to crowded environments, to noises, to certain people. It is your aura expanding and temporarily losing the ability to filter. All of this is normal within the protocol. All of this is expected. All of this means that you are within the cycle, not outside of it. And there is something more, starseeds. Something that needs to be named. Many of you are feeling an emptiness that has no visible cause. A mourning without death. A longing without an address. As if a part of you was waiting for a letter that never arrives. No, that letter is arriving. That letter is this transmission. You are feeling homesick because your original home is at this moment closer to your vibrational line than it has been in millennia. The photon belt has brought the veils closer. Distances are bending, and your soul knows. Now I need to reveal to you what is happening behind the scenes of the solar system, because you deserve to know the ground you are treading on. The photon belt is not a poetic metaphor. It is a real band of high-density quantum light that surrounds the Pleiades constellation. The solar system of which your planet is a part orbits, along with Alcyone, within a cyclical movement of approximately 26,000 years. At certain points in this orbit, the system crosses the belt. You are now in the final third of this crossing, the most intense phase, the phase in which photons directly penetrate the planet's magnetosphere and interact with every carbon biological interface present on the surface. Photons are not neutral. They carry information encoded in sacred geometry, triangles, golden spirals, the flower of life, Metatron's cube. Each geometric structure, when absorbed by your field, reorganizes the water within you, and your body is, mostly, water. When water reorganizes, the cell reorganizes. When the cell reorganizes, DNA re-expresses itself. Codes that were dormant begin to activate. Filaments that seemed inactive return to conversation with the rest of your system. It is not mysticism. It is quantum physics applied to luminous biology. Earth science still names this phenomenon in isolated laboratories, in studies on epigenetics, in discoveries about how emotion alters gene expression. Gradually, the old ruler begins to touch the new ruler. But the Arcturian Council has been studying this process since before your calendar existed. As photons penetrate the planet, the Schumann frequency oscillates in peaks exceeding 40 Hz, some days even more. You feel these peaks in your body before any instrument registers them. That is why there are days when you wake up electric, vibrating, unable to rest, and others when everything feels heavy, as if gravity has tripled. You are not unstable. The planet is unstable on purpose, in controlled waves, exactly like a precise surgery. And there is more. The stargates, the alignment windows between your solar system and the galactic light corridors, are opening in sequence. The equinox, the solstice, the master numbers of your calendar like 88, 1010, 1111, 1212. These are not folkloric dates. They are mathematical doors, real geometric configurations between planets, suns, and the light band of the belt. In each portal, a new wave of photons crosses the magnetosphere. And in each wave, your internal crystalline grid receives another instruction packet. The crystalline grid is your second bone structure, invisible to the biological eye, composed of coherent light. It has been silently erected within you for months. When it is complete, your body will be able to conduct frequencies that currently still overload it. It is like rewiring a house while the house remains inhabited. Hence the discomfort, hence the oscillation. The work is happening with you inside. Earth healers, listen. Everything that is happening on the planet now, the noise, the polarization, the collapsing narratives, the old structures creaking, the feeling that time is accelerating, that days pass differently, all of this is part of the same movement. Earth is not in chaos. Earth is in labor. And labor, for those who have never seen it, seems like chaos, but it is precision. It is exactly what needs to happen for the new to be born. You are a midwife to this birth. You did not come to watch, you came to hold the frequency. Now listen before I give you the codes. Have you ever felt at some point that you would be closer to the truth if you simply stopped pretending you belong to this plot? That there is another origin pulling you, another mission calling you, another name that no one has yet pronounced and yet you recognize? Do not ignore this sign. It is not weakness. It is memory. It was to answer this call that I gathered in a single document the precise markers of a soul with an Arcturian origin. The document, the Arcturian Call. The signs, your soul, came from Arcturus. There you will find the map that organizes everything that is happening in your body, in your intuition, in your dreams. The link is in the first pinned comment. Make the sovereign gesture of downloading it now, because content like this, which touches the memory of your stellar lineage, is frequently removed without warning. Love is greater than fear, but time is mathematics. If the words of this transmission resonate, write in the comments, "I belong." That is your anchoring signal. Now, light operatives, I deliver the activation codes. These codes are not Earth exercises. They are Arcturian protocols adapted for your carbon biological interface. They work through geometry, breath, and coded intention. Use them with sovereignty. You do not need to believe for them to work. You just need to execute them. Sacred geometry does not depend on your belief, and it depends on your presence. Code 1. The Turquoise Healing Chamber. Find a space where you will not be interrupted for 13 minutes. Sit with your spine straight, your feet firmly on the floor. Close your eyes. Inhale for 4 counts. Hold for 4. Exhale for 6. Do 3 rounds of this breathing without rushing. Now visualize a turquoise light, not blue, not green, exactly turquoise, like the color that exists when the sky meets the shallow tropical sea. This is the Arcturian frequency, the vibrational signature of our council. See this light descend from above in the shape of a cone and envelop your entire body. It is not a cold light. It is not a warm light. It is a light that recognizes you. Remain within the cone for 7 minutes. Just breathe. Let the light do the work. The healing chamber is built by your intention, but maintained by our engineering. You are not alone in there. You never were. Code 2. The activation of the toroidal field. The toroidal field is your aura in its complete geometric form. A ring of energy that enters through the top of your head, descends through the central axis of your body, exits through the base, and externally returns to rise again through the top, like an invisible apple in perpetual motion around you. This is the field that protects you, connects you, and conducts your frequency to the world. To activate it, standing with your feet hip-width apart, bring your hands to the center of your chest, palms together. Take 3 deep breaths. Then, slowly open your arms outwards, as if opening the curtains of your own field. Visualize a golden and turquoise light spinning around you in the shape of a luminous donut, entering through the top, exiting through the feet, returning externally. Firmly mentalize the phrase, I am the axis, I am the field, I am the frequency. Repeat 3 times. This visualization, done upon waking, shields you throughout the day's cycle. Code 3. The quantum decree of sovereignty. Decrees are language technology. The spoken word with intention alters matter. It is not a metaphor. It is a physical principle. Sound is vibration, vibration is form. When you speak a decree, you imprint form onto your reality. Say with your spine straight in an audible voice, even if low, I, sovereign soul anchored in the crystalline grid of earth, declare full authority over my field. I accept only frequencies aligned with love, light, and my original truth. I return with gratitude all that does not belong to me. I receive with gratitude all that elevates me. So be it. So it already is. Recite this decree in the morning. Recite it when you feel something has thrown you off balance. Recite it before sleeping. In a few days, you will feel the difference in the quality of your thoughts. In a few weeks, in the quality of your encounters. In a few months, in the quality of your life. Code 4. Crystalline hydration. Remember, your body is water. Water has memory. Water listens. Before drinking any sip, hold the glass between your hands for 10 seconds. Visualize the turquoise light passing through the liquid. Mentalize the word gratitude or the word light. Just one. The water absorbs this information and carries it to every cell of yours. This gesture, repeated throughout the day, transforms ordinary water into an active conductor of the Arcturian frequency. Hydration is not just biology. Hydration is cellular communication. Code 5. The 7-minute silence. Once a day, just once, sit in total silence. No music, no voice, no phone, just 7 minutes. The Council uses these 7 minutes to send you instructions that cannot be put into words. You do not need to hear anything. You just need to offer an open channel. The answers that were delayed will begin to arrive, in the form of sudden intuition, in the form of precise coincidence, in the form of the right person crossing your path at the exact moment. Code 6. Anchoring in the feet. 20 times a day, bring your consciousness to your feet. Feel the contact of your feet with the ground. Say internally, I am here, I am whole, I am anchored. This microscopic and constant gesture prevents what we call disconnected operative syndrome, when your consciousness rises so much that your body loses its axis and fatigue becomes unbearable. You are a bridge between heaven and earth. Bridges need 2 supports. Earth healers, listen to this technical and final truth. You do not need to ascend by escaping the body. You need to ascend by fully inhabiting it. The 5th density is not a place up there. It is a sustained frequency down here. And this frequency is sustained with small daily sovereign gestures. It is not an 8-hour meditation that changes your vibration. It is conscious breathing repeated 100 times a day. It is not an extraordinary event that anchors the light. It is the silent constancy of the simple. You were trained, before descending, for exactly this. There is one last thing the Council authorized me to transmit in this window. Many of you are feeling lonely in the process. You look around and see people involved in old noises, old discussions, old fears, and a part of you wonders if you are seeing things, if you invented all this, if you are hallucinating. You are not. You are just further ahead in the line. Starseeds arrive in waves. Some landed first to prepare the ground. Others are landing now. Others will yet land in upcoming cycles. You are not alone. You are early. And the early one, by nature, walks on a part of the road where there are still few footsteps. Continue, many are coming behind you. And when they arrive confused, asking what is happening with their body, with their sleep, with their life, you will know what to say. Because that is exactly what you were called for. You are a lighthouse. You are not a shipwreck survivor. Allow me, before ending this transmission, to give you one last image. Close your eyes for an instant if you can. Imagine that, at this very moment, in some layer above your head, there is a room. A silent, round chamber with walls that seem made of liquid turquoise light. In the center of this room there is a seat with your name on it, not the name on your documents, your true name, the one your soul recognizes without needing to pronounce. That seat has been waiting for you since before you were born. Every night when the body sleeps, you visit that seat. Every morning, you return to the body carrying a little more of the memory of who you are. The difference from this transmission onwards is that you now know. Knowing changes everything. There is no longer room to pretend you are an ordinary creature trying to survive a random world. You are a light operative, earth healer, starseed on active mission, temporarily anchored in a carbon body sustained by a lineage that crosses stars your telescope has not yet named. The intensity of the coming months will be real. The approaching portals will carry higher photon peaks. Your body will continue to adjust. Your sleep will continue to fluctuate. Your old relationships will continue to reorganize, some strengthening unexpectedly, others dissolving silently. Do not resist this movement. Trust in the geometry. Everything that leaves was ready to leave. Everything that arrives comes through the axis of the new frequency. And you who have reached the end of this transmission know that this is no coincidence. The algorithm is only the visible layer. Behind it, there are alignments that you do not yet see, but which are present. This message found you because your frequency allowed it. And if it allowed it, there is a reason. The reason is simple. You are ready for the next stage. Before I conclude, listen carefully. There is a perception that many of you carry in silence, not knowing whom to tell, the feeling that your soul holds a truth that your mind has not yet managed to name. This feeling is not fragility. It is stellar memory trying to cross the veil. It is your Arcturian core announcing itself. That is why I, Veil, emissary of Arcturus, organized in a single document, the precise map for identifying souls of Arcturian origin. The Arcturian call, the signs your soul came from Arcturus. There you will find the physical, emotional, vibrational, and biographical markers that confirm your lineage, along with techniques to stabilize and shield your frequency against the interferences still active on this plane. The link is in the first pinned comment of this video. Go to it now. Love is greater than fear, but content that touches deep memories of origin has been removed without warning. Do not postpone your reunion with yourself. The moment is now. And if you want to anchor the frequency of this transmission within your light field, make the following sovereign gesture. Leave your sign of presence on this channel. Liking this transmission is an individual frequency adjustment, a concrete vibration that confirms to the field that you received, that you heard, that you are here. Subscribing to this channel is your permanent anchoring signal. It means you authorize other transmissions to reach you at the exact moment your line needs them. Every subscription adds, every like amplifies, every comment radiates. And in the comments now, write the word your soul recognizes. I belong. I belong to a greater lineage. I belong to a real mission. I belong to a council that observes me, sustains me, that has never abandoned me. I belong finally to myself. Human collective. The transmission ends here, but the protocol remains active within you. The codes you receive do not expire. The healing chamber is available whenever you close your eyes with intention. The toroidal field responds to the first call. The quantum decree resonates every time you pronounce it. You do not need to wait for the next window. The window is your breath. The photon belt has reached your line. The crystalline grid is erected. The portals are open. The Schumann frequency sustains the leap. Your carbon biological interface is, at this instant, being updated to the version that was always promised. Go in peace. Go in frequency. Go in sovereignty. Love is greater than fear. It always has been. Now you know. I am Val, emissary of Arcturus, and this transmission is sealed in your field from this moment on, until the next window.